Excellent. You can start.
One minute.
Yeah. All of you, please start your video. Excellent. Wow. This
I'll
is
start.
really coming live. Yes, you can start.
Okay. So, good evening, dear guests and respected Toastmasters. Welcome to the online meeting of Equivalent Elites Gavel Club. I am Gavelier Verve Walwaikar, and I am pleased and proud to be your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. Every Gavel Club is affiliated to Toastmasters International and provides Toastmasters experience to those who are under 18. I am very happy to present the mission of Toastmasters. We provide a supportive and positive positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. In the online meeting, in the online meeting environment, there are a few housekeeping policies that we request everyone to follow. Please rename yourself as follows to help the Zoom Master spotlight you appropriately. 2. All role players have already been informed about how they need to rename themselves. 3. All Toastmasters not playing any role, please prefix TM to your name, and all Cavaliers not playing any role, please prefix Gav to your name. 4. All the other guests, please prefix your name with guest. 5. Please take 10 seconds for this activity. 6. Please put on your silent mode on your phones and all other noise making devices and remove any other distraction around you. Please take 5 seconds to do so.
5 seconds is up.
Yeah. Please wait. 7. Please keep your audio on mute throughout the meeting and unmute your microphone only whenever you are invited to speak. 8. Please keep your video cameras on. Speakers do feel nice to see people's faces and to and the visual aspects of synchronous communication has obvious benefits. 9. Please avoid unnecessary movements or sipping on drinks or eating when your video's on. 10. Please turn off the video in case you need to do so or when you have to step away. 11. Please do not type in the general Zoom chat box when a speaker is speaking as it distracts the speaker. You may type messages to specific persons via Zoom chats. 12. Please use the chat on Zoom to provide feedback directly to the speaker after the speech is over. 13. Do not click on share screen unless your speech or role requires you to do so. Please share screen after informing that you are sharing with permission of the chair. 14. You can choose and display from reactions, hi-fi or namaste or applause when a speaker joins or leaves. 15. If you're a speaker, then Please ensure you pin the timer or confirm that the timer screen is visible for you. 16. Please note that this meeting is being recorded. 17. Please stay back to network after the meeting. It is my proud privilege to introduce the presiding officer of the day, Anshita Agrawal. Cavalier Anshita is a student of Hiranandani Foundation School International. She brings her creativity to life in everything she does, whether she is immersed in a book, crafting an art piece, traveling to new places, or playing basketball. Anshita is always exploring and pushing boundaries. In her spare time, she loves turning her creative ideas into reality. She is even a published author with her book Slimacious. Um, I guess I pronounced it right. The Ultimate Slime Book, where she shares her exciting journey into the science and art of slime making. We are glad that this multifaceted youth is our leader. Over to you, Presiding Officer, Opening Batsman, Gavalier Anshita Agarwal.
Thank you so much, Verve, for that very sweet introduction. A very warm welcome, dear guests, fellow Gaviliers, and respected Toastmasters. As presiding officer, I call the meeting to order. Shall we pass the agenda first before we move on with the proceedings, or are there any corrections to the agenda?
There are no corrections to the agenda. You can go ahead.
Thank you. I request the fellow Gavilier Toastmaster to propose and second the motion to pass the agenda.
I, Gavel Ved Brillian, propose a motion to pass the agenda.
Thank you.
Come on, Vyom. You can second. Unmute and second it. Vyom. I gave you. Yes.
Mayekar, second the agenda to
Yes.
pass the motion. Thank you. The agenda is now adopted. Welcome to the 36th meeting of Eloquent Elite's Gavel Club. My hearty congrats to Sergeant at Arms Cavalier Verve for that vibrant opening. Now let me introduce the Gavel Master of the day. Meet Deekshita Panda. She is in the 7th grade at Narayana E-Techno School, Thane. She loves playing badminton and also making arts, drawing, and some crafts as well. In her free time, she plays board games, listens to music, solves puzzles, and spends time with her sister. She is excited to join the Gavel Club because she would like to improve her communication skills, leadership qualities, and develop her confidence. Over to you, Gavel Master there. Thank you.
Thank you, President Anshita, for that sweet introduction. Dear guests, Gaviliers, and Toastmasters, welcome to our meeting. Today's meeting's theme is Eat, Sleep, and Pulse It Up. World Pulses Day is celebrated on February 10th of each year. The United General Assembly adopted a resolution in 2013 to declare 2016 as the International Year of Pulses. It's an international day that recognizes the importance of pulse, which are edible seeds of legumes. Celebrating this day is to raise awareness of the nutritional and environmental benefits of the pulses. Recognizing the role of pulses is increasing the global food security, promote the use of pulses to build soil health and diversity agricultural systems. Pulses contain proteins, minerals, and vitamins in high quantity. It has a very low amount of fat and sugar. Pulses come with several health benefits and health experts recommended including them in the daily diet. The rich amount of vitamins and proteins help to keep the body fit and alleviate cardiovascular issues, and its antioxidant effect help to reduce the diabetes risks. Now, let's see the meeting structure. The meeting is divided into three sections. The first section is that of prepared speeches will be led by me. The second session is the table topic session will be led by Gavilia Harnish Ghosh. The third session will be led by Toastmaster Saral Mehrotra, General Evaluator of the Day. I'm glad to introduce the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Saral Mehrotra. General Evaluator of today's meeting is currently a Senior Associate of Tata Consultancy Services who has served the company for 18 years. His hobby include participating in marathons, mentoring in Toastmasters, reading books, and going on trips. A gold medalist in the Gurukul and now a mentor at Gurukul. He is also the president of TCS Maitri Toastmasters Club. I invite him to explain the role of General Evaluator.
Thank you, Gavelian Master of the Day, Deekshita, for that wonderful introduction you have given. Good evening, fellow Gaveliers, Gavel Master of the Day, and dear guests. I am the General Evaluator of the Day for today's meeting. And for the benefit of the guests, I would like to explain the role which the General Evaluator plays. The General Evaluator is responsible for keeping a watch on all the roles being played in the meeting. He is especially responsible for the evaluation round of the meeting, where it is conducted by him. Under him come the evaluator, the timer, the AhCounter, and the Grammarian. I would now like to hand over the mic back to Gavilia Master of the Day, Deekshita. Thank you. Over.
Thank you. We eagerly await the evaluation session to know our strengths and weaknesses. I'm happy to introduce the grammarian. Aryan Tulsyan is an 8th grader, passionate about music. He enjoys playing guitar and keyboard. He plays badminton and challenging himself with Rubik's cubes. Over to you, Gavilia Aryan, to explain your role as grammarian.
Good evening. I am Gavel Aryan Tulsyan. As the grammarian, I present the word of the day, nutrition. This is in keeping with the theme of the meeting, eat, sleep, and spice it up. I will share a quick PPT on the word of the day. Word of the day, nutrition. The meaning of nutrition is the food you eat and how it affects your health. Sample sentences are, there's a direct link between nutrition and health. Try to include all food groups in your nutrition plan every day. I will make note of speakers who use the word of the day and acknowledge them. I will make note of exemplary and interesting language usage, areas of improvement, and pronunciation errors, and report them when called upon to present my report during the evaluation section. Thank you for the opportunity. Over to you, Gavel Master of the Day.
Thank you, Aryan. Now we move to the AhCounter, Gavelier Mohammed Mubashir Ansari. He loves football and cycling an introvert and takes time to get out of his cocoon. And so he is here in Toastmasters. Over to you, Gavelier Mohammed, to explain your role as our counter.
Dear Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, my duty as AhCounter is to listen attentively to each speaker. I will make note of the use of the crutch sound er, filler words, but, so, like, then, well, basically, absolutely, seriously, etc. Filler phrases, you know, you see, I mean, etc. Used by speakers when they are not called for in the context. When called upon, I will give a report of these speaking errors. I hope this report will help your speaker of annoying habits of using vocalized pauses and filler words. This role as a counter is bound to sharpen my focus and concentration. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Now we move to the next role player, an AhCounter. Now we move to the next role player, an active listener, Gavelier Siddharth Pillai. He loves swimming, badminton, basketball, and board games. I invite him to explain his role.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Fellow Cavaliers, being a good listener is just as important as being a good speaker. The best leaders aren't all talk, they know it by listening. They know the pulse of the people they lead. Listening is not a skill that is taught as part of the school curriculum, so let us learn it here. As the active listener, I will note interesting tidbits of information from any of the speakers and ask questions near the end of the meeting to see if everyone was paying attention. Please do. Thank you.
Thank you. The next role player is timer Vyom Mayekar. Gavelio Vyom's unique hobbies are robots and art and crafts. He enjoys movies and with fun with friends. Vyom, please share the timing guidelines of book review session and the prepared speeches.
Good morning, good evening, guests, Toastmasters, and Gaveliers. I am Gavelia Vyomaiker, and I am the timer today. I am happy and proud to take up this role. A timer is the backbone of the meeting. Following timelines is the hallmark of professionalism. Toastmasters have given us this excellent tool to train us in keeping any speech within timelines. As you heard from the Gavelier of the day, there are 3 sections in this meeting. I will present timelines for each section in the beginning of that section. I am now giving the timelines for the book review section and prepared speeches section. The book review is for 5 minutes. The timer will show 3 minutes green, 4 minutes yellow, and at 5 minutes red. This is to give indication to the speaker to wind up. A short question answer for maximum 1 minute follows. Now I'm giving guidelines for the first section of prepared speeches. Today we have 2 prepared speeches. The screen will be white, showing timer from the beginning up to 4 minutes. At 4 minutes, the screen will turn green. At 5 minutes, the screen will turn yellow. And at 6 minutes, the screen will turn red and remain red until the speech gets over. For your information, speeches less than minimum stipulated time and speeches that exceed 30 seconds of maximum allotted time do not qualify for voting. I will present the timing report when it's called for. Thank you. Over to you, Gavel, Master of the Day.
Thank you, Vyom. The hands of the clock keep moving. It's time for us to get moving. Now we listen to the big review of Ved Brillian. Gavel Ved loves basketball, chess, and reading. Over to you, Ved.
Thank you for that introduction, GMoD Deekshita. Ma'am, can I present?
Start this.
For over 25 years, One Piece. One second. For over 25 years, One Piece has captivated readers with its grand storytelling, unforgettable characters, and rich world building. Created by Eiichiro Oda, this long-running manga follows the adventures of Monkey D. Luffy and his crew, the Straw Hat Pirates, as they search for the legendary treasure, the One Piece, to fulfill Luffy's dream of becoming the king of pirates. One of the most remarkable aspects of One Piece is its world building. Oda has meticulously crafted a universe filled with diverse islands, cultures, and powerful adversaries, making each arc unique and impressive. Each island the crew visits has its own history, conflicts, and mysteries, keeping readers engaged and eager for the next adventure.
1 minute. Is the screen showing something gray in front of you?
Yes.
Yeah, and now only it's clear. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. Go ahead. Sorry for disturbance, but we were not able to see this. Yeah. Go ahead, Ved.
Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see. Now again, it's come in front.
Oh.
Do you all see something like that? Something gray in the front? Yeah.
This mom.
Yeah, we do.
Yes. In between, it was not there. It's okay. You resolve it, remove it, and then start because it's a very beautiful presentation. Just take a few minutes. It'll.
Wait, can I just finish? Because
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
my script.
Go do that, and then later on you can show it at the end. Yeah.
Another strength of One Piece lies in its characters. Luffy is a charismatic and determined protagonist, but it's his diverse and well-developed crew that brings the story to life. From the stoic swordsman Zoro to the intelligent and compassionate navigator Nami, each character has a deeply personal goal, making their journey feel meaningful. Their camaraderie and loyalty to each other create powerful emotional moments throughout the series. Themes of friendship, perseverance, and the pursuit of dreams are central to One Piece. Oda masterfully balances humor, action, and deep storytelling, making the readers laugh in one chapter and tear up in the next. The series also explores profound topics such as freedom, justice, and the consequences of ambition, adding layers of depth to what may initially seem like a simple adventure story. Despite its length, surpassing over 1,000 chapters, One Piece continues to surprise and excite readers. The ongoing mysteries, intricate plot lines, and well-paced character development make it a rewarding experience for longtime fans and newcomers alike. Overall, One Piece is more than just a manga. It's a journey with its compelling narrative, endearing characters, and an ever-expanding world. It remains in the realm of storytelling, whether you're a seasoned manga reader or a newcomer. One Piece is a voyage worth embarking on. Ma'am, I'll just show this. So this is Luffy's crew. This is Monkey D. Luffy, the one in the center. The swordman Zolo. The ship's Dr. Chopper. That's Nami. That's Usopp. That's Sanji. Nico Robin, Brook, and Frankie.
Very nice. Thank you. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, over to you, GMoD.
Thank you, Ved, for that splendid introduction to the book. Before we move to the prepared speeches session, I will revisit the theme. Here are some popular pulses used in Indian cooking. Chickpeas are also known as garbanzo beans or kabuli chana. Chickpeas are high in protein, fiber, and vitamins and minerals. Red lentils are also known as masoor dal. Red lentils are small, round, and orange. They are rich in protein, magnesium, fiber, and folate. Mung beans, split mung beans, are used to make yellow dals and curries. They also can be sprouted and eaten as snack and also added to salads. Black grams are also known as urad dal. It is one of the richest source of protein and vitamin B. Urad dal is also good for women as it has iron, folic acid, calcium, and potassium. Today we have two speakers. Labdhi Jain is the first speaker. Her speech evaluator is Toastmaster Prasita Bhat from Ghodbunder Toastmasters Club. Prasita Bhat is a proud homemaker, a mother of two college-going boys. She is a fitness enthusiast who believes in life is live and let live. I request her to read the speech objectives of Gavel Labdhi Jain.
Thank you, GMoD Deekshita Panda. Uh, my target speaker, Labdhi Jain, is going to give her icebreaker speech. So the objective is to begin speaking before an audience and to discover her speaking skills she already has and skills that need some more attention. And the timings are 4 to 6 minutes. So over to you, GMoD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasita. While Gavelier Labdhi is taking her speaking position, let me introduce her and usher her in. Gavilia Labdhi Jain loves dancing and craft. She is from Bhopal. Labdhi Jain, the heavenly power. The heavenly power, Labdhi Jain.
Ma'am, can I start? Excuse me, ma'am. Am I audible?
You are. Yeah.
You are audible.
Okay, so should I start?
Yes.
Okay. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With this quote, good evening, everyone. I am Labdhi Jain. I was born in Ida, Gujarat. I have a young sibling. His name is Tejaswa Jain, and he is 6 years old. He is very naughty, but cute also. My father's name is Bhavesh Jain, and he is a software engineer. My mother's name is Riddhi Jain, and she is a civil engineer. My father is incredibly hardworking and dedicated. He not only says whatever you do, give it your best effort, but also lives by that principle. His positivity and calmness in difficult situations are the qualities I deeply admire and want to emulate in my life. My mother is also hardworking and kind person. She always treats everyone with respect and helps anyone in need. Once I saw her helping a stranger who had dropped their groceries, even though she was in hurry. So, when I asked her why she helped them, she said, being kind doesn't take much time or cost money always, but those little acts of kindness may mean a world to someone else. And that moment taught me the value of small acts of kindness, and it is a quality I will follow in my life. Now, let's talk about my studies. I study in 9th grade in Sage International School, Bhopal, and the CBSE curriculum. My favorite subject is chemistry because I find it fascinating how chemistry is everywhere around us. From the food we eat to the medicines we take. It's interesting how chemistry unravels to us the mysteries of this universe, how everything is made up of tiny particles, atoms, and molecules. I love learning about the reactions that happen and how these reactions can create something new. Maths, on the other hand, is also interesting because it's logical and challenging. Solving a tricky problem feels like cracking a code. But physics was really tough for me at first, especially the topics like electricity and kinematics. But Abhishek sir made them easier to understand by explaining things clearly and using examples from everyday life. He always encouraged us to think beyond textbook and explore the world around us. Apart from studies, my favorite hobbies are Kathak dance and crafting. Kathak allows me to express myself through graceful movements and storytelling. It has taught me the value of practice and it has taught me discipline and patience. Dancing isn't just my hobby, but it's my way of connecting with India's rich culture while expressing my creativity. I'm currently doing graduation in Kathak and I am in third year of this graduation. I even like making DIY projects or best out of waste. It allows me to explore my creativity and enhance attention to detailings. It has taught me patience and discipline and how we can convert a simple or even a waste material into something beautiful and useful. Now, I would describe myself as someone with limited but very close friends of mine because I believe in quality than in quantity. My closest friends are Avni Sahu and Harshi Jain. I met Avni when I was in 8th standard and since then we became close friends. Avni helps me whenever I struggle, especially with studies. And I can never forget my childhood bestie Harshi. We have known each other since we were kids. Our bond has grown over years and we still call each other and spend hours talking. When I grow up, I want to become an entrepreneur and open my business. I want to create something unique which will help everyone. I believe that Gavalier experience can teach me confidence and the art of effective communication. I hope to improve my public speaking skills, overcoming stage fear, and presenting thoughts in a way that inspires and engages people. Most importantly, I look forward to learn from my peers, receiving constructive feedback and growing as a communicator and a leader. Lastly, when I asked my parents what is the meaning of my name, Labdhi, they said Labdhi means heavenly power. So I appeal to this heavenly power to inspire all of us to follow the principle of good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. Thank you.
That was amazing.
Before we consider, because it is an icebreaker, we all need to stand up and applaud for this first speech. Then sit down and continue. Okay?
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Continue.
That was amazing. Gavilia Ved is the second speaker. You already met him as the book reviewer. His speech evaluator is our counselor of our club Toastmasters, Girija Deshpande. She is the co-founder of the Eloquent Gavel Toastmasters Club. She runs DG Consulting and an HR consultancy and training organization. She is also the co-founder of this Gavel Club, along with her charter president Aditya Walwaikar and his parents Sheetal and Sumit Walwaikar. I request her to read out the speech objectives of Gavel Ved Brillian.
Ma'am, you're muted.
Okay. Gavel Ved Brillian is attempting his third project in the manual Competent Communicators. And it is get to the point. That is the project. Now, what are the objectives of this project? 1. Select a speech topic and determine its general goals and its specific goals. Number 2, organize the speech in a manner that best achieves those purposes. Number 3, ensure that there is a good beginning, body, and conclusion that reinforces these purposes. Then number 4, project sincerity and conviction and control any nervousness that you may feel. And 5, strive not to use notes. The timer, please note, for this speech, the time is 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, there will be green. At 6 minutes, there will be yellow. And at 7 minutes, there will be red. Right? Okay. Thank you. And over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girija ma'am. Gavel Ved, are you ready at your speaking position?
Yes.
Ved Brillian, the power of small wins. The power of small wins. Ved Brillian.
Good evening, fellow Gaveliers, Toastmasters, and guests. Imagine this. You set a big goal, maybe to lose weight, write a book, or start a business. You're full of motivation, but after a few weeks, life gets in the way, motivation fades, and you feel like giving up. But why does this happen? Because big goals can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that the secret to success isn't just in big goals, but in small wins? Today, I want to convince you that small wins are the true building blocks of success. I'll share why they matter, how to achieve them, and how they transform your mindset. Success isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, consistent steps. Psychologists call this the progress principle. Even tiny victories release dopamine, making you feel accomplished and motivated. Think about learning a new language. If you aim to be fluent in 6 months, you might feel discouraged. But if you commit to learning just 5 words a day, you'll know over 1800 words in a year. Small, daily progress builds confidence and fuels motivation. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, says, every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. Small wins reinforce good habits and make success feel achievable. Take exercise. Instead of committing an hour at the gym, I started with 5 push-ups daily. It's easy, achievable, and over time, it became part of my routine. Eventually, hopefully, those 5 push-ups will turn into 10, then 20, and before you know it, working out is a natural part of my day. Success is as much about mindset as it is about action. When you acknowledge small wins, you train yourself to focus on progression instead of perfection. A small win today leads to confidence tomorrow. Consider Thomas Edison, who made 1,000 unsuccessful events before inventing the light bulb. He saw each failure as a lesson, a small win towards the ultimate success. If he had only focused on the final goal, he might have given up. Instead, he embraced each step forward. Research shows that tracking small achievements increases motivation. Whether it's a checklist, a journal, or quick note, recognizing progress, no matter how small, keeps us moving forward. So, my friends, the secret to success is not in drastic changes, but in small, consistent victories. One step at a time, one win at a time. I challenge you. What is one small win you can achieve today? Maybe it's drinking an extra glass of water, reading another page of a book, or giving a genuine compliment. Small actions lead to great results. Because remember, small wins lead to big success. Thank you.
It's
That
complete.
was amazing. May we have the timer report, please?
Gavel Ved Brillian in the book review section took 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Therefore, he is qualified. Gavel Labdhi Jain took 5 minutes and 21 seconds in the prepared speeches. Gavel Ved Brillian in the prepared speeches took 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Thank you, timer.
Gavel Master of the Day.
Thank you.
Can we launch the polls for the best speaker?
Before we go ahead, I would like to take the audience opinion, because the second speaker's minimum time was 5 minutes and it took 3 minutes and 33 seconds. So I would like to seek your opinion. Do you think we can include him in the poll, or we do not have a poll? If you all think we can include him in the poll, then show me a thumbs up. You can include in the poll? Everybody wants to include? Okay. Very generous of you. Good. Nice. So I'm launching the poll. All of you please vote. Okay. Yes. Please vote. Can you all see the poll?
Yes.
Yeah. %100% answers. So I can see I'm ending the poll and I'm sharing the results. Congratulations, Labdhi Jain. She has got 9 out of 13 votes. So 69% votes go to her. Congratulations, Ved. It was a very challenging topic and you did it well. Congratulations. Each time, like you said, one small goal at a time. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm stopping the sharing and we can move on. Gavel Master of the Day.
Congratulations to both the speakers for putting the best foot forward and starting off. Before we move to the next section, a brief note on the theme. Here are some 3 more pulses. Pigeon peas, also known as tur dal. Nutrition is a powerhouse, offering a rich source of protein, fiber, aids in cholesterol reduction, diabetes management, treating diarrhea, jaundice, and mouth sores. Horse gram, also known as kulti dal, high in protein, fiber, iron, and calcium. Rajma, also known as red kidney beans. Rajma is used to make rajma curry and a popular North Indian dish. So the next section is the table topics. I have the privilege of introducing the table topics master of the day, Gavilia Harnish Ghosh. Gavelier Harnish is a 6th grader and has an exciting hobby of building Lego models. Over to you, Harnish, to conduct the table topic session.
Good evening, Cavalier of the Day, invited Toastmasters and fellow guests. Table topics helps members to practice thinking on the feet and speaking off the cuff. This helps us to develop a vital and communicational skills, listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. Table topics session is not restricted to members alone. Even guests can participate. I request members who have not spoken or played any role also to take up this opportunity to speak. I hope everyone gives this a shot. Please use the word of the day nutrition that the Cavalier Grammarian has given us today. You can volunteer to speak by yourself by raising your hand, or I may call upon members randomly. Before we begin, timer, please note Cavalier Mubashir to read out the timings guidelines for table topics round. Thank you.
For the table topic speeches, when the speech, 1 minute. For the table topic speeches, when the speech touches 1 minute, the screen will change into green. When the speech reaches 1 minute and 30 seconds, the screen will turn yellow. And at 2 minutes, the screen will turn red. Any speech delivered for less than 1 minute and lasts for more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds will not qualify for voting for the best table topic speech. I will report time taken by each table topic speaker at the end of the session. Thank you. Over to you, table topics master.
Thank you, Gavel Vyom. Today's theme is Eat, Sleep, and Spice It Up. The topics will be based on this theme. Okay, let's begin. Who will be the first volunteer?
Guests can also volunteer. I see guest Jagrati Gowda. Would you be willing to speak?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Okay, wonderful. So I'm getting you in this thing, highlighting, and I don't know, I'm not able to see. Where's she? Highlighter? Yes, I can. Now I can spotlight. Yeah, tell me. So continue, Harnish.
Yes. Please choose a number from 1 to 6.
5.
5. Gavati Gola, your topic for today is Health is Wealth.
Wow, what a lovely topic. Indeed, health is the first wealth which we gather over a period of time wherein whatever we eat becomes the first body type of ours. And that is where nutrition plays an important role in our day to day life. And when I talk about health being the first wealth, there are multiple ways we define wealth. But at the same time, when we have health as a priority and we keep it at the first juncture when our day starts, that is a time when we focus on ourselves, our physical self, our mental self, and that is how we give the best to the society back. Because when we are healthy, we are able to give 100% to whatever act and responsibilities we are given upon. And that is where I believe, as health being the first and the foremost priority of each and every individual. As we see, there are a lot of dietitians, nutritionists, and health coaches which talk about health as a priority. Tell me, if you gain a lot of wealth and freedom, finance for yourself, but if you are not healthy with physical and mental self, how will you feel? Will you be able to enjoy? It is very difficult to say yes. You may gather the resources to be happy, but when you are actually happy physically and mentally, only then is the time where you and only you can enjoy each and every side of yours, each and every part of your as a speaker, as a person. And that's why health is the first and foremost responsibility of each and every person, and it is one of the biggest wealth of our life. Thank you. Over to you.
What a insightful speech. Now, who would like to volunteer next?
Cavaliers, start. Put up your hands quickly and then come and speak. Who's speaking next?
Since no one has raised their hands, I
Okay,
will
I
have
will
to.
go ahead.
Oh,
I will. I am.
okay. Ma'am, please choose a number from 1 to 6 except for 5.
3.
3. Ma'am, your topic for the day is I don't eat junk food because.
What is junk food? That is a big question to me. Junk food is that which is made in an environment which is not healthy, which is made quickly in order to give you something tasty, where there is the processes are something which are not so very healthy for you. Say, for example, if you have to marinate something and then it becomes soft, it takes time. But then you quickly put it over oil and then cook it, then also the vegetable becomes soft. So when people do not have the time to cook it softly, and then they just put it all on a dollop of ghee or dalda or something like this, or refined oil which is used many times, and then they do it on the street and then give it to you in an environment where there could be flies, there could be mosquitoes, and then their hands are not washed, the gloves are not clean, the water that they use is not clean. That I would consider as junk food. Why I don't like it? Because the environment is just very disgusting, because you feel that all around you see flies, you see mosquitoes, you see there is dirt, people have thrown things all around, you don't like it. Second, you know very well that even if it's feels tasty at that particular moment, the next minute you're going to regret it, because you know very well that what goes in is what comes out. Everything that we take in is the kind of person that we become, whether it is books, whether it is information, whether it is what we eat. Whatever we goes inside has to be neat and clean. So when somebody talks, if they use abusive words, I don't like it. Similarly, when food is made and it is not made with good ingredients, I don't like it. When you are with friends who don't think good about others, who are always thinking negative, then it demotivates you. That is again junk food. So food is not even just something that I eat inside, but even whatever I consume is food according to me. So I don't like junk food. Thank you, and over to you.
What an informative speech. Now, who would like to volunteer next? Next is Anshita Agrawal. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah.
What number would you like to choose from 1 to 6 except for 5 and 3?
1.
1. Anshita Agarwal, your topic is good sleep is the best medicine.
I can relate to this topic a lot because, in fact, yesterday itself I had a school trip and we had to wake up around 4:30 to go in the morning for it. And let me tell you, waking up that early in the morning and spending the entire day doing intensive activities like rock climbing, trekking, and I came back home at 9 around, and my head was hurting so much. I couldn't even see straight and I couldn't walk properly after one day. And I realized how important my sleep schedule is. So I slept for I think 11 or 12 hours. I woke up pretty late today. I think I woke up at like 11 today. So I had to recover myself just from that one day of not sleeping properly. And then I imagine being 16 in 11th grade, there's a lot of work we have to do. And in school, there are a lot of people who pull all nighters all the time, and I think about them and I think about how they always are able to pull an all-nighter and then still go to school. So that really tells me that how important it is to actually sleep, because it affects the things you do in school, the grades you get, the way you talk to other people, the way you actually behave in general, and it shapes how you become a better person overall. So that's why I think sleep is really important. And as kids and as teenagers, all of us should at least get like 6 to 8 hours of proper sleep. So yeah, That is why sleep is the best medicine with proof. Thank you.
What a wonderful speech. Now, who would like to volunteer next?
One more speech. Come on.
Mom, should I pick people randomly? Hmm.
You can go ahead. Call somebody.
I can't find someone really.
Okay. You can call our general evaluator, Saral, to speak. He's a good speaker. What we want is a good experience. It doesn't matter. Whoever speaks. Saral, will you be willing to? Yes. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Could you please pick a number from 1 to 6 except for 5, 3, and 1?
Oh,
4. Sir, your topic is my favorite food.
fine. Topic faster. Could you repeat that?
My favorite food, right? That was his topic, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah.
My favorite food. To be very frank, someone asked me this question when I was way back. Say, let's take it 20 years back. I would say jam, bread and jam, paratha and jam. Jam has to be there in everything or anything I consume. Without that, I was not eating food. But one day I was returning from school with my bag. I was walking back and I just suddenly collapsed on the way. Luckily, my mother was with me. She somehow carried me till home. Why did that happen? Simple. As my name. I, because of eating only jam, was not consuming nutrition food. What about pulses? What about uh, leafy vegetables? All of them had gone for a toss. Nothing was good was going inside. Okay, your mother is someone who has to give in to your demand when you are cribbing about something. But at the end of the day, if you do not listen to them and do not take nutritious food, which are so much available in our Indian food system, then we will definitely end up like what happened to me. Maybe not just falling someday somewhere, but maybe we have developed our own shortcomings because of our intelligence. All of it matters depends on the food we consume, the thoughts we get. Over to table topic. Thank you.
What an insightful speech. Thank you. Now, who would like to volunteer next?
To ask for the timer report, it's time up.
Okay.
ये 3 हो गया. Exactly.
Now that it is done, before we move on, I would like the timer to give us the timer reports.
For the table topic session, guest Jagruti took 2 minutes and 5 seconds, therefore qualifying for the polls. Toastmaster Girija took 2 minutes and 9 seconds, also qualifying. Gavel Anshita took 1 minute and 41 seconds, also qualifying. And general evaluator Saral Mehrotra um, took 2 minutes and 12 seconds, also qualifying for the polls. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you.
Shall I launch the polls? Please cast your vote. Hey, everybody, 100% votes have come in. Thank you so much for your voting. So I'm sharing the results, as you can see here. Thank you so much for voting for me. You can see that I have secured the maximum number of votes. However, I congratulate and thank all the speakers who made this session so very effective. And every topic was handled differently and in the way it should. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you. I'm stopping the sharing. You can hand it over to close the session and hand it over to her. Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations to Toastmasters Girija Deshpande. Now I would like to start the general evaluation.
No, you will have to give it to the
Sorry.
give
Now
it
I would
over
like
to.
to give it over to the Gavel Master of the Day. Thank you. Over
Yes.
to you.
Thank you.
That was a super session, Gavilier Harnish. A quick note on the theme. Pulse dishes are famous throughout the world. Pulses are also a popular and affordable pantry item for home cooks all over the world. Indeed, the savory yet subtle taste of cooked pulses complement a wide range of cushions and flavor profiles, making these grains legumes a staple of many diets. Spread all over the country to the continents, from salad to soups, side dishes, even desserts. Pulses can be incorporated into every meal. Now, Toastmaster Saral Mehrotra will conduct the evaluation session. Over to you, General Evaluator of the Day.
Thank you, GMoD Deeksha. Good evening once again, Gavel Master of the Day, fellow Gavel Masters, and dear guests. It's the evaluation round of our meeting. Oral evaluations are designed to help speakers to recognize their strengths and learn what steps they can take to improve their speaking skills. Evaluation comments are from the point of view of the assigned evaluator only, and they do not speak for the club as a whole. First, we will hear from the speaker evaluator, followed by the role player. Then I'll give my general evaluation of the overall meeting. Timer, can we have the timing guideline for the evaluation? Timer view.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster. For the speech evaluations, the timing is 2 to 3 minutes. The virtual screen will change to green in 2 minutes, to yellow in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, to red at 3 minutes. For AhCounter and Grammarian, the timing is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, green, 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow, and at 2 minutes, red will be shown. For all this report, the minimum time should be for the report, the minimum time should be met to qualify for best speech in the category. Grace period of 30 seconds is allowed over the maximum time allotted. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Vyom, for the perfect timing guidelines being given by you. Now, may I call upon our first evaluator, who is Prasita Bhat, evaluating Labdhi Jain's speech. I think, to refer to it as an icebreaker. Am I correct if I refer to it?
Yeah, you're
Icebreaker.
correct. Yes.
Please welcome with a big round of applause, Prasita Bhat. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Saral. My target speaker, Labdhi. This is her maiden speech. So, very big round of applause for her. She introduced herself very well. The way she started her speech, it was fantastic. She gave her family background. The audience could easily connect to her. She talked about her small family, which consisted of her mother, father, and her younger brother. You know, her father being very hardworking, her mother being very kind, and a mischievous, loving brother. We could vividly picturize that. Then she talked about an incident where her mother had shown her kind nature to some stranger who had dropped their groceries. So from that, what we could infer that she was impressed. She had taken to her mother. The kind nature of her mothers had got into her. So that is how parents impress their child. Whatever you do, your kids tend to, learn from that. So we could easily see that she had taken after her mother, that of being kind to strangers. Then she lucidly moved on to her school life. So she spoke about her favorite subjects. We all have done that. So her favorite subjects being maths. No, sorry, her favorite subjects being chemistry and maths. So she talked about chemistry and maths. Then she also talked a bit about physics, which we could understand that she was not very much, she didn't favor much of physics, but she talked about her favorite teacher. So we also remember that we may not be good in one subject, but we remember our favorite school teacher who made us love that subject. So I could easily connect to that. Then she spoke about her hobby, and her hobby being very, she talked about Kathak. And I loved that she talked about value of practice and discipline, which is very important in a student's life, you know. And then she talked about creating something out of waste materials. So overall, she was a total package. She was a good student, good sister, good daughter. She was, very perfect. And last but not the least, the purpose of joining a Gavel club. That was the best part. She has joined this club to become a good leader and good communicator. And she has exactly done that. Her speech was very clear, very understandable. Now, if I could add some, if I wanted to say that she has to improve on some things, maybe I felt she could have added some humor, so that we could laugh. One or two instances over here and there, and her pace was little fast. That's it. But overall, her speech was very good. She had a good opening, body, ending, everything was perfect. She was audible, and I'm sure she will take up to great heights. And the way she said her name, Labdhi, in true sense, that is heavenly power. With that heavenly power, she will do good to everybody with her deeds and with her speech and actions. Good luck, Labdhi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
By but now we move on to the second evaluator. Our second evaluator is Girija Deshpande, evaluating the speech of Ved Brillian. I would like to please help me welcome. Girija.
Ved is, unfortunately, Ved had to leave somewhere. So he has requested, I'm sorry that he had to leave. But anyway, he will see the recording. So it's fine. Yeah. Can we start the time now, please? Yeah. So good evening, Gaveliers, friends, Toastmasters. This was the third speech of Gavelier Ved Brillian. And get to the point. That is the subject matter. So he had to start from a broader objective and then narrow it to a specific objective. That was the first objective. And he did it. What is the general objective? General objective is to motivate people and make people believe, convince people to believe in themselves. If you set a high goal or a big goal, suddenly halfway you begin to become disoriented or demoralized and you begin to feel tired and lose interest. And he expressed it so beautifully in the first paragraph itself, when he spoke about in the first, the beginning itself, in his voice modulation itself. He said, you start with great motivation, and then after some time, what happens? You begin to lose all the interest. So the tiredness, all that came out in his voice. And then he came to the specific objective, that is to give small, simple steps so that how we can do it. So to generally motivate people, yes, you can do it is something different. But to give some specific ways to do it is something more powerful, which is what he did. And he referred to the book Atomic Power and Atomic Steps. And he talked about how we can make small steps, small goals, and celebrate that small goals on the way. So don't think something is small when you understand that it is taking you towards a higher goal. And he gave it with beautiful example of Thomas Alva Edison, how after so many, each attempt that he made, he never looked at it as a failure. He looked at it as a possible step towards the future. He said, okay, this is something that I learned not to do, or this is something that I do correctly. And so that is how he made the bulb after failing 1,000 times. So each failure was a lesson for him. That is what he said. So that was beautiful. So the overall, there was a good structure. He started with the general objective, then he came down to the narrow objective. Then he said how dopamine is built, and he gave the beautiful example of people and all the emotions that come with success and failure that came in. And he concluded that he also talked about whether it is losing weight or whether it is acquiring better vocabulary. We can set small goals, and he gave examples how we can do it. So everyday examples were there. Where he could have improved is probably in planning a speech where with more conviction could have been infused to the listeners if he had given some more personal story, his own life example, where somewhere he aimed something very high and he realized that it is demotivating him, and then he struck it into small pieces, and each time when he achieved something he felt great, and then he moved ahead with it. So that would have really been very motivating. The second thing is, if he had done it, then probably the timing element also would have been met. There was no nervousness, and his reliance on the textbook was very less. So I would definitely say that he can go to the next level. And congratulations, Ved. You did a wonderful job. Work on your timing and try to introduce something personal. That is my reference. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Evaluator Girija, for that nice evaluation of weight. Now let's come to, I would not say the three pillars as we normally use the word. Let's now come to the four pillars now, which has started everything in the normal meeting. First, I'll call upon the AhCounter report. Thank you, Gavel Master. For AhCounter, please come on to the.
Sa. Use a 2 time, a 1 time, and 4 time. So 2 time. Presiding officer. Use one time and three times. GMoD use one time and two time. Okay, one time, so two time. Book review. Use one time, two time, and four time. Okay, one time. Timer use one time and four time. Grammarian use one time and two time. Speaker one use one time four and four time. Write two time. Table topic master use two time. Okay, one time. Table topic speaker one use and two time but one time. Table topic speaker two one time two times but two times. Table topic speaker three use three times and three times. Table topic speaker five use one time. Okay, two times but one time. Evaluator one one time one time and two time. General evaluator used two time one time and three times but one time like two time. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavel Master Aslan. Now I would like to call upon the timer, Vyom, to give me the timing report, please.
Yes. I am announcing the time taken by speech evaluators. Speech evaluator 1 took 3 minutes and 15 seconds, therefore qualifying for the post. Speech evaluator 2 took 3 minutes and 26 seconds, therefore qualifying. The grammarian took 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And the AhCounter took 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Thank you.
Vyom, for that. Now, can I have the Grammarian's report? Gavel Master's report. Aryan.
Yes. The word of the day usage was taken up by Jagruti Gowda, a guest. Exemplary and interesting usages. Anshita, sleep is the best medicine with proof. Pronunciation errors. Deekshita, vitamin. Vitamin, not vitamin. And Lego, not Lego. Labdhi, entrepreneur. And Ved, matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Grammarian, for that. I think I can, before I move ahead with it, let me call upon the listener to ask the questions and then I'll give the final report, please. I would like to call upon listener Siddharth to ask this question.
After noting interesting tidbits of information from the speakers,
I will now proceed to ask questions to see if everyone was paying attention. Please do note that you do not have to raise your hand to answer. Just call it out if you think you know the answer. What was what year was declared as the International Year of Pulses?
2016.
That is correct. What sport does Aryan like to play?
Can I answer?
Basketball.
Can I answer? No.
Badminton.
Correct. What games does Ved Brillian love to play?
Yes. Chess, chess,
Basketball.
basketball,
Basketball. Correct.
chess also,
Swimming.
chess,
Correct.
chess,
Correct. Correct.
chess.
Who's the author of One Piece?
Oda.
Correct.
Oda.
Where is Labdhi Jain from? Bhopal.
Gujarat.
Bhopal.
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 What does Labdhi Jain want to become when she grows up?
An
She wants to have
entrepreneur.
her own business.
She wants to become an entrepreneur. Correct. She wants to become an entrepreneur. What number did Anshita Agrawal choose during the table topic session? Correct.
One.
Correct. That was a great round. It seems that a lot of people were really paying attention. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Siddharth, for that wonderful evaluation. Um, I would call it an evaluation because you evaluated who all were listening or not throughout this meeting. And you wonderfully did that, covering literally all the aspects of the meeting. Let me come to the overall evaluation of the staff work. Work started well, and I am impressed that he patiently explained all the rules and regulations which need to be followed throughout the meeting, as and when the meeting is proceeding. And when a person can switch on the camera, when the person should go, when the camera has to be switched off, who's allowed to speak, when, how, everything was very patiently explained without any kind of haste in his voice. I applaud Sa work for that patience in him because that matters. That patience is something the beginner is maintaining. It will automatically move on to the person who's going to come next, which is probationary officer. That was also handled very well by Gavel Master Anshita because she knew as what is the time constraint she is having and how well the meeting has to be moved on to the GMoD of the day, which was today being handled by
I don't hear you.
Deekshita.
Deekshita.
Audible?
Now I couldn't hear you, the last two sentences or so, what you were talking.
Okay, I just said that Deekshita is the GMoD, Gavilia Master of the Day,
Yes.
also did her role very well
Excellent.
and gave very important knowledge, not only with his useful for youngsters often. It is useful for everyone. Pulses. What is the use of pulses? To tell you frankly, till the meeting started, I was just thinking pulses. Maybe we are going to talk about the pulses, which are the heartbeats or so. What are you going to take it with? And I was very happy it was when I saw the genuine use of pulses being linked with dal and the various kinds of dal which are there. So wonderful topic chosen and a very nice platform to spread the knowledge. This, I really enjoyed that. Low fear while presentation, proper, that means there was proper homework which was done prior to the presentation. Only then a person is capable of presenting the meeting like. So always follow that. I would say. Good work. When I come to the table topics master, the topics chosen by the table topics master was such that each and every person could speak on that topic. None of the topic was something which was bewildering sort of thing, which means that would put someone in a TV like, oh, this is a difficult topic. I can't see anything on it, or it's something which is very tricky. So topics like this, when presented to speakers, give equal chance. However, I would have been seeing, I was a bit surprised when I saw that hands were not being raised by the Gavelier audience. I would have been more happy to see that zeal and energy by the Gaveliers themselves when these questions were being posed by the table topics master. Next time I join this meeting, I would like to see that zeal in you all. Right. Having this meeting for the purpose of letting down or let go of the fears which you carry inside yourself. What will the people say if I am not able to say any word at all in, say, a particular topic? Or if I misunderstand a topic and I say something on it? Doesn't matter. This platform is meant for you all to understand how to express yourself. Maybe you can make mistakes, but there are evaluators, and you have Girija Deshpande ma'am, especially helping you all from getting prepared for this platform. So use it as much as possible. Make your mistakes over here for a better future tomorrow. Both the evaluators, Prasita and Girija, knew their job well. And yes, I'll have to give more marks, obviously, over here when I talk about the manner of presentation when it comes to presentation of evaluation. Girija has ounces of knowledge about how to prepare a person, how to evaluate a thing. While personally, I know that Prasita is someone who is very much into the system and still learning, but has picked up a lot. I have seen there has been a remarkable change in her since the last time I have met her in another meeting. So good job done over there. Overall, a very nice topic chosen. Meeting which started on time, I would say. I will not count about the thing like, okay, technical errors and all, they occur everywhere. A wise person, and I am telling that person's name because I respect him, PTM Ramanand, told me once, what matters more is, are the people present in the room who are going to conduct that meeting rather than the meeting just starting on time. The people are not present in the meeting who have to conduct that meeting, then it's a difficult situation. So it was a good thing that everyone was present in the room. Technical errors cannot help them fraudulent pop-up. I've given a long evaluation, I think so, but thank you. A wonderful presentation and a wonderful audience also. Thank you. Over to you, Gavel Master of it.
Thank you. Here is my concluding note on the theme. Pulses are very important from the farmer's point of view, as they can both consume and sell it. It helps them to maintain food security and creates economic stability. It is also very effective in enhancing soil fertility and increasing and extending the productivity of the farmland. Using pulses for intercropping and covering crops, farmers can promote farm and soil biodiversity. Pulses also contribute to mitigating climate change by lowering the dependence on synthetic fertilizers, which are used to introduce nitrogen artificially into the soil. From field to fork, pulses make a difference. Over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you, Deekshita. As presiding officer, I'm delighted to say we had a truly wonderful meeting today. First and foremost, congratulations to our Gavel Master of the Day, Deekshita, for leading us seamlessly through the theme Eat, Sleep, and Pulse It Up. A huge thank you to our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Saral Mehrotra, for her invaluable insights. Your feedback added so much value to our session. I'd also like to commend Labdhi Jain for successfully completing her first project and Ved for completing his third. Well done. And thank you, Toastmaster Prasita and Girija ma'am, for your thoughtful evaluations, which truly enriched the presentations. Kudos to all the role players. Verve, who set the tone for a meeting with his high energy welcome as Sergeant at Arms. A shout out to Gavilia Siddharth, who kept us engaged and alert as an active listener. To Gavilia Aryan for his exemplary work as Grammarian. To Gavilia Mubashir for diligently tracking our R's and Ums as the AhCounter, and Vyom for excellently completing the timer role, and Gavilia Ved for managing the Zoom meeting as the Zoom master. With a deep sense of appreciation and excitement for our next gathering, I thank each one of you for making today's event such a success. And with that, I now declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Wonderful job. And before we close it, we can just have the polls and then we can close it. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. So the second one is the table topic session. We've completed that. The third poll is on speech evaluation. So I'm launching that. So there were two speech evaluations given. So please cast your votes. %, post cast. Thank you so much. I'm ending the poll and I'm sharing the results. Thank you so much, Prasita, for your insightful feedback to our budding speaker. It was wonderful. You captured the entire speech. It was wonderful. And at this particular poll, I happen to have got more votes. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks a lot. It's a learning experience.
Yeah, it was amazing. Thank you so much. And now we move on to the next one, the best meeting experience enhancer. I'm launching the poll. That is the Sergeant at Arms and the Zoom master. The Sergeant at Arms, since he sets up the entire scenario, it is important. And the Zoom master is the person who focuses the people exactly when we are watching. So that really helps us to immediately identify who is the speaker, whatever is happening. So please cast your votes. It is a tie now. So both have got the votes. That is amazing. Equal number of votes. So it is I can share the results. Both Sergeant at Arms and the Zoom Master both happen to have got it. Thank you so much. Now I go back to the next one. That is the best meeting value enhancer. How the meeting becomes more valuable because of some additional information that we take, and also because we develop some additional skill, which is a listening skill. So both together are very important skills that we learn. So here we are. Today's highest votes have gone to the active listener, Siddharth Pillai. Thank you so much. And at the same time, I must thank Ved because he presented a speech and he offered to give the book review, and he even said that I can be the Zoom master. Luckily, Harnish came along. So I'm grateful to all of you for participating in spite of your busy schedule, even though it is for your own skill enhancement. At this stage, to understand and invest your time, I really, truly appreciate that. I know that there are lots of pressures, that you've got your studies, academics, and sports and other kinds of engagements. You are also involved in many non-profits. I know many of you are doing a lot of things. So I totally appreciate that. But this is a leadership skill for which you can give time only today, and tomorrow your pressures will become so much that you won't be able to give time. So I appreciate that truly. And thank you so much. So I'm ending the poll and sharing the results. So active listener Siddharth Pillai scores the highest today. Congratulations, Siddharth, and thank you, Ved. And now we go back to the auxiliary roles. I'm launching the polls. Grammarian, Aryan, AhCounter, Mohammed, and then timer, Vyom. Please cast your votes. Lovely. Everybody has cast votes. So I'm ending the poll and I'm sharing the results. So here, timer Vyom, he takes the cake. AhCounter and Grammarian have both got similar votes. Thank you so much to all the role players, and you all did very well. And I'm very happy Mubashir did better with more confidence. He always says that his mom always says that he's a very shy person, and he's coming out so much from his shell. I'm so happy about it. And today his voice was so clear. It was nice to hear. Only things, the background was disturbing. Probably the fidelity of the laptop doesn't support that background. So in that case, then you need not have the background, but otherwise it was very nice, very clear. Grammarian Aryan also did a wonderful job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And now we go to the primary roles, the polls for the primary role. So since the general evaluator happens to be a Toastmaster and the other two are Gavel, he's not included there. So you have got to cast votes here. 100% answered. Lovely. So it is Deepika Panda, it says. I think I wrote it wrong, but anyway, everybody got it. It is Gavel, Master of the Day. I'm sharing the results. So 10 out of 12 votes have gone to her. Congratulations. The table topic master, I must say the topics were so beautiful, simple. Anybody can answer. If you had all immediately raised hands, probably we could have covered 2 more topics also. They were very nicely done and he did it on his own. A little more cheer and laughter on the face, it would have made a huge difference, Harnish. Just remember that. Always smile. Right? So did I share the results? Okay, I'm sharing the results. Now you all can see it. I'm stopping the sharing and then I'm going back. So the certificates will all be, I can send the certificates to all of you. Let's not, waste time over here. Anyway, you all get it in the group. Let's discuss now. I'll just stop the recording and then we can discuss where we can improve.